Courage is contagious, and we want it to spread throughout our nation like wildfire. Welcome back to the Gold Report, where we inspire you to be 10% more courageous in your daily life. I'm so glad you're here. Please like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Our guest today is in the studio with us. I'll be right back to introduce her. Gold Care is the replacement for the current healthcare system. How does it work? First, you join our Gold Care Association, which keeps the government out of your business. Then you can schedule with a provider of your choice and meet through our proprietary telehealth platform. We work to get you well and off prescription medication. All costs are upfront and transparent, as it should be. Do something for yourself and your family, and put a doctor in your pocket. We're ready for you. Dr. Dana Granberg-Nill is a board-certified family physician who has been in private practice in the Kansas City, Missouri area for over 20 years. She received her Bachelor of Science in Foods and Nutrition at Kansas State University, her medical degree at the University of Kansas, and completed her residency at Baptist Medical Center in Kansas City, Missouri. Dr. Granberg-Nill achieved the degree of Fellow of the American Academy of Family Physicians in 2011 and served on the Missouri Academy of Family Physicians Board of Directors from 2011 through 2014. Dr. Granberg-Nill is a strong advocate for medical freedom. Faced with challenges in practicing medicine aligned with her research and beliefs in the post-COVID medical landscape, she chose to step down from private practice. She currently serves as the Chief Medical Officer for Gold Care Health and Wellness, where she's dedicated to upholding medical freedoms for both patients and physicians. Her faith is a cornerstone of her resilience and informs her approach to all aspects of her life. She's become a close friend over the last several years, and I'm happy to welcome to the studio Dr. Dana Granberg-Nill.
Thank you so much.
It's so fun to have you in the studio today. Yes.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes, from Missouri to Naples.
Excellent. Yes. Yeah, it's not a bad trip when it's a nonstop flight.
Exactly. We have talked about the fact that the air flights are not so reliable these days. So thank you for making the journey. So there's so many things I'd like to talk with you about. I do want to talk about your freedom advocacy work because you and I had talked about how much it's really shifted over the last few years. But before we get to that, I just want the audience to understand you and I met several years ago. And if you can just share with everybody, how did we meet? Where did this come from? And et cetera, et cetera. It's a good starting point.
I actually was looking into this because sometimes the last couple of years are just a blur.
Yeah, for sure.
And now the people that we work with, it seems like we're a family and we've known each other for years just because the circumstances were just so severe. I guess I would say they were severe. And so when people are in your bunker, it just makes everything else pre-COVID for me seem like a blur. But you came to Kansas City in June, the end of June of 2021. And at that time, I was struggling a little bit at my practice. I had been happily practicing, just very happy in my practice with my partners. I worked with 3 other physicians, 3 other nurse practitioners, really had no trouble working or being a quote unquote boss because we just didn't have any areas of disagreement. But during that time, I was the black sheep, so to speak, of the practice. I didn't wear a button that said I was doing my part. I felt like I was on the underground doing something wrong by simply giving patients informed consent and information that I was privy to. And quite frankly, just observations that I had made in practice. And actually that went pretty well until I started speaking at health boards and school boards. So by the time you rolled into Kansas City to speak on behalf of AFLDS, I was feeling like the odd man out. And I was not used to feeling that way.
You're listening to The Gold Report with Dr. Simone Gold. To watch this week's full episode of The Gold Report, please visit www.thegoldreport.com.